here we are, folks. It is Thursday, the 14th of September, 2017, and Mark, Daisy, she's back there, and I are ready to start our halfway hike. It's gonna be good. We're heading out to Feldspar Lean-to. Gonna spend the night. Then tomorrow we're gonna hit some mountains. Spend the night tomorrow back at the Lean-to area. We might not be in the Lean-to itself, but and then come back on Saturday. So this is the last we're gonna see of civilization for a couple days. Packs are heavy. They're not Cranberry Lake heavy, maybe.
They're pretty close.
Yeah. How you feeling?
We also added beer.
Yeah, we have beers, that's clutch. We have some from Paradox Brewery right in Adirondack Lake, which is going to be good. And we also have a tall can of Red's hard cider for giggles. We'll see how it goes. But it is a little after 2:30 on Thursday afternoon. We're going to hike the 6.5 miles out to camp, get set up, and get some food, and enjoy the evening, I think. We'll take videos and pictures, I'm sure. Watching Mark fit back into his pack. We got to Marcy Dam and saw the crew dismantling bits of it. They're just cleaning up for the day. So we decided to kind of leave them be so they can get their stuff cleaned up and head back for some cold ones. But you can see, if you look back, there's some color in these trees, man. We are gonna luck out on views, I think. It's supposed to be nice and sunny tomorrow. So we're gonna be on top of the tallest peak in New York. And thankfully, we're not going to have these heavy packs on tomorrow.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to pack or walk out with nice and easy, lightweight stuff. So, how you feeling so far? We have 2.3 miles in. We got a little more, we got a little less than 4 left.
Feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Pack's heavy, but we know it's only just to get it into camp.
Yep.
And most of it we'll probably use up before we leave.
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be real good. So, we're gonna head out. Oh, hello. We saw some hikers, see? Hikers, yay, hikers! And we'll take some more videos. So we're making our way up to Lake Arnold, or we're making our way up to Indian Pass via the Lake Arnold Trail, and it is steep, which is normally not a problem, but these packs are real heavy, so we got the hearts are pumping. It's good stuff.
Real deep.
Real deep. We got about 2.5 miles, a little less than 2.5 miles to the Lean-to. So we're just taking a moment. We've dubbed these types of rocks shoulder rocks because what they do is they give us a nice place to set the pack and rest a little bit so we can rest our shoulders. Yep. Came up with these on the Cranberry Lake 50 hike. They were a godsend there. So we're going to take a couple minute rest, and there's Daisy in the background. She's resting a bit too, and we'll make our way to camp. Getting there. How you feeling, man?
Swarmy.
Swarmy. That's a good way to say it. We're at the Indian Falls Lake Arnold Junction. We have about a half mile to Lake Arnold. From there, it's about a mile and a half to Lean-to. We've had a pretty interesting trek up this trail. Normally, again, not so bad. However, it's real tough when you have 40 plus pounds on your bag, or on your back, in your bag. So, taking a quick break here, letting Daisy get some drinks, and then we're gonna move on. So far, we've been real lucky. Weather looks like it's gonna hold out tonight, for now, at least until we get camp set up. And at that point, we don't care if it rains, because we'll have camp set up. So, yep. Take some pictures and some video probably at Lake Arnold. Heard it's an interesting place. And then we go to camp. Yay! Okay, so we got to camp a while ago, got it set up in the dark, ate some food, and now it's time to go to sleep. So day one is complete. We did about 6.2 miles today. It was a good walk out. We had some interesting terrain that we had to traverse in the dark, and I'm actually looking forward to seeing it in the light on Saturday. So we're going to try and get a good night's sleep and head out to the mountains tomorrow. Camp is a pretty good place, so we lucked out. It's going to be a good weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night. It is breakfast time on day 2. It's actually quickly approaching lunchtime. We woke up pretty late today.
Yeah.
And had a real nice sleep. Pretty excited about the day ahead of us. Already filtered our water. Other than putting on a fresh pair of socks and my shoes, I'm ready to go for the day. See, our breakfast consists of some oatmeal with raisins. We also have some hot chocolate. It's a little warm today.
It is.
But we found out when we did the Cranberry Lake 50 that it doesn't matter. Hot chocolate just is one of those things. So
It's very good for the morning.
it's very good for the morning.
I did unfortunately spill my entire breakfast
Yeah, so
before mixed.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. So it's Mark's fault today.
It is my fault today. So Jay was nice enough to split it with me, but it's I think I saved like a spoonful.
Yeah, just about.
I was able to get, and then Daisy ate most of the rest.
It's all right though. We have plenty of food, and really lunch is not too far away anyway, so we'll be okay. But yeah, we'll take some more pictures and videos throughout the day. Probably take some pictures of camp now that it's light out. We set up last night in the dark, so it wasn't really much of anything to take a picture of.
We're under a canopy right now, actually.
We are, yeah. Just in case it rains, because you never know. Till next time. it. It is the summit of Gray Peak. This is number 21 for me. This is another repeat for Mark. First mountain of the day. It's been a hard couple miles from camp. Straight up, pretty much.
Yep.
The entire time. So it's a little difficult, but we're gonna catch a quick snack, make our way back down, and hit up Skylight next.
So here is Lake Tier of the Clouds. It's the highest point of the Hudson River. One of the very few mountain lakes above 4,000 feet. There's Daisy getting a drink. Over here is the cutoff. You'll see a cairn there, sort of, right there, for going up Gray, which is where we just came from. There's a creek. There's Jay doing some water filtering.
Standing in the middle of the Hudson River.
He is standing in the middle of the Hudson River. There you go. And then that's where we came from. We'll go back that way for camp. And then over here is the continuation of the Yellow Trail, and that is where we're going to hit Skylight next. So there you go. It's a little cloudy. We're getting slight views. Hopefully get a little bit better once we get up there.
All right, folks, we made it to the top of Skylight, and I'll tell you what, it was raining the entire way up the trail, and we were about 100 feet from the summit, climbing up the bare rock here, and it stopped raining, and the mountain came out of the clouds. So now we get some pretty incredible views all over the Adirondack Park. So Mark has always said that this is probably his favorite view. And sir, I think you are correct. It's incredible. You can see almost everything from up here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And like I said, if maybe it'll even open up a little bit more here while we're sitting here, because the wind's kind of clearing out.
Yep.
It does, like, it's just a treat. Like, you see forever.
I'm looking forward to it.
Every direction.
I'm looking forward to it. So our next stop, we're gonna have some lunch right now. Our next stop is that one right there. Because right now, Mark and I are in sync at 22 each.
Yep, we have caught each other.
That one right there. Number 23, and a beer awaits at the top. Let's get some food, I'm hungry.
Yeah, 1.3 miles away. 0.5 down,
Yep.
0.8 up.
That is right. So well within reach. But we're gonna eat lunch and get moving, because we don't want to walk too much in the dark. Too much. here it is, folks. This is the final push to Mount Marcy, the highest peak in New York State. We're looking pretty good today. Gonna make it up there, enjoy a brew, hang out, get back to camp. It'll be a good day, good night, and even better tomorrow. So we made it. That last 0.3, maybe 0.2 up. That's tough, man. That's a pretty good climb.
That is a serious calf burner.
Yeah. Hopefully the wind isn't too much up here. It's what I would consider a gentle breeze for being on top of New York State. We are on Mount Marcy. It is the highest point in elevation in the Empire State.
We're not lying.
We're not lying. Look at it. If I can move the plaque. See, there's the plaque. The
elevation marker.
We're gonna probably take some videos and pictures up there, hang out for a minute, maybe grab a bite, and there's Daisy. Daisy made it. Looking all majestic up there with the wind blowing your hair. Pretty awesome. It's just about 5 o'clock, so we've got about 2.5 miles back to camp, and it's all downhill from here. We win in that, so we'll take some more pictures and videos, I'm sure, and then mac and cheese for dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is night 2. We nailed all 3 mountains today, which is super incredible. And we had some incredible mac and cheese dinner. That's definitely a win. Met 2 guys who had just started their 80K 46er journey with Algonquin. So I'm not sure how they got here, but they were excited and in good spirits. They set up camp nearby. We had a really good conversation over dinner, so it was nice to meet those folks. We're gonna sleep real good tonight, and then tomorrow is an easy day, man. There's no rules, no regulations. We'll just go and wherever the stream may lead. So we'll leave whenever we want, and it'll be a good day. So until then, good night. So now you guys can see what camp looks like. We came into this place on Friday evening and looked around and noticed that this was a nice wide area for a tent, but it seemed kind of soggy. And so I gave Mark first dibs on where he wanted to set up. So he put his tent over in this little area here, pinched it between a number of trees, and it worked. Yeah, right, Mark?
Yep.
Yeah, not too bad. He's in there cleaning stuff up now. So I just snagged those trees and strapped up my hammock Slept like a king both nights. And yesterday when we were out hiking, it rained. And this entire area was like a pool. So we're really glad Mark decided to set up in a different location. But if we walk a bit, you can see we have a tarp set up over here in this area, which technically is another site, but again was a swamp. So we set this up for our cooking and eating area because it's far enough away from camp in case there's any food dropping. We wouldn't encourage any animals. Then our bear can over there. So not too bad. We had a real nice couple days, and we're gonna pack up at a leisurely pace probably, get some breakfast, and then head back to the lodge to make our way home for the day. Alright, so we're getting ready to leave camp. It's just about 11 o'clock on Saturday morning, the 16th. We had a great day yesterday. Slept pretty well last night. Got everything cleaned up after breakfast this morning. Had a visit by a forest ranger to remind us of the rules regarding dogs in the Eastern High Peaks. So we're getting ready to start our 6-ish mile trek back to the lodge, where we can get into some fresh clothes and go home from there. So we may take some videos and stuff throughout the hike back because some of it we did was in the dark last time, so should be interesting. Here's Mark at the floating log section. This is fantastic. So we kind of lucked out. It hasn't rained too terribly much throughout August and September so far. So there you go. Almost went in all the way. Hold on, Days. So this is deep. If Mark can take a second to put his pole all the way down, maybe we can see. Okay, so we're talking 4 feet, 4.5 feet deep. Yeah, so everything's floating on top of other floating logs. And it's, yeah. He's gonna make it across there. Relax, Daisy. Look at that, he's doing fine. Slow and steady is the answer to this race. Nice job, dude. And he made it like a champ. My turn. So we made it back to the lodge. We were huffing it, dude. I think for the 6 miles, 6.5 miles from the lean-to, we were going slow on the first mile, 3/4, and then we just burned speed. We left camp
11?
it was like 11:15, and it's about 3:15 now. It's about 20 after 3. So
it's 3 hours, 6.4 miles in 3 hours?
4 hours. But
4
still,
hours. 4 hours.
We were hauling. We actually passed a bunch of people on the trail, which is not something that we usually do. We're usually the ones getting passed.
Group of guys without backpacks, and then a couple of teenagers.
Yeah, some young folks out today. A lot of people going up to Colden. The weather looks like it's nice, so they'll probably have a great view up there. We are going to put these bags into the truck somehow. I think they may have a forklift here we might be able to borrow.
Yeah, that's probably going to be needed. I don't think I can lift that thing.
That's nice. And then we're going to go get some maybe Oreos of Achievement.
Oreos of Achievement.
And
some McDonald's of Achievement.
Maybe some Mickey D's or something. But yeah, it was a really good hike last couple days. We're at 23 each, the same 23. It's huge.
Yeah.
This may be my last High Peaks adventure for
this year.
2017. But don't worry, there's still
gonna
more
be snow starting like next week. So
yeah, there'll be more Beard in the Woods stuff every month, I'm sure. We usually find something to do even in the winter. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.